Hi everyone, welcome back to Yoga Berry. I'm Christine Jareggi Berry. I'm a yoga teacher specializing in yoga for scoliosis. And today I've got a short video for you today to release some neck and shoulder tension. So I really hope you enjoy this. If you do, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a thumbs up, send me some comments, and it really helps me. So before we get started with our video, I also run a lovely and supportive Facebook group called Yoga for Scoliosis Community, which you're very welcome to join if you or one of your loved ones have scoliosis. Great place to meet some other people who are going through the same thing and just get some inspiration and some motivation for your yoga practice. So let's get started for today. The practice is going to be done in sitting. So if you're not comfortable sitting on your yoga mat, you can sit on a chair. It doesn't really make a huge difference. I'm sitting on this meditation cushion, so I sit a little bit higher, and I can sit at the front edge of the cushion to lift the spine up a little bit more. So my pelvis is ever so slightly dropping forward. So I don't slouch, I don't round into the lower back. And if you're not sure, just tip your pelvis forwards and backwards a few times until you find that place where you have this lovely lumbar curve, so natural curve. I'm not talking about scoliosis at the moment. And that lift throughout the spine. Second thing to do to adjust your sitting, this is mainly if you have quite a severe lumbar scoliosis. You might feel you have more weight onto one side more than the other. If you don't, great. So don't adjust it if you don't and you feel like, oh, I have a lumbar scoliosis, I must feel a difference. It doesn't necessarily mean that. So close your eyes for a moment, take a couple of breaths, bring your awareness to your sitting bones. And then just notice if there's more weight on one side more than the other. Good. So for me, I always feel like I'm sinking into the left side. So I like to raise this left side a little bit with a blanket. So I have a blanket here. I'm just going to wedge it under the edge of, just under my thigh and bottom on this side, to allow for this right side to drop a little bit more. And then lifting up through the spine, lifting up tall, taking a few breaths. So inhaling, really imagining lengthening the spine, and exhale, releasing the shoulders. Inhale to lengthen up. And exhale to soften through the shoulders. One more long breath. Good, and then slowly open the eyes. And let's turn the head to the right, looking over the right shoulder. So no forcing, just a gentle turning the head to the right, coming back to center. And let's go to the right again. Just turning to wherever it still feels comfortable, coming back to center. So you're just kind of exploring your range of motion on this side, no forcing. Coming back to center, and let's do the other side. Looking over the left shoulder, coming back to center. 2 more times, slow movements. Coming back to center. And one more time to the left. Good. Coming back to center. Let's drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Slowly bringing the head forward, chin towards the chest. Rolling over to the other side. So just from shoulder to shoulder. And you might come across some areas that feel particularly tensed, and you might want to stay there for a few breaths, stay in the stretch, And see if the exhale helps to release some of the tension, and then just continuing your semicircle. So I don't take my head back. Notice I just bring it from one side, bringing it forward, and then rolling it over to the other side. And then coming back to center. Lift the head and let's roll the shoulders. So especially those muscles here at the front, they get so tight. So let's really open up the space a little bit. Getting some movement into those shoulders. Again, you might come across some imbalances when we go through the practice. So just be aware of them. No need to judge or try and analyze every little thing. Let's just make a note of them, and maybe everything will kind of make sense and come together at some point. Good, and then slowly release. Bring the fingertips onto the shoulders. We're going to bring the elbows together at the front. Draw some big circles with the elbows. So still lifting up through the crown of the head, so we're keeping the spine nice and long. Good. One more time. And then slowly release. Good. So let's open the sides of the body a little bit more. So just get a mental picture of your scoliosis. If you know your curve, then you can work with it a little bit better. If you don't know it, don't worry about it. We're still opening both sides of the body, so you will definitely get the benefits whatever you're doing. So right thoracic, left lumbar curve, they're my favorite ones to give instructions for, just because that's the one that I've got. It's also the most common one. So left lumbar means my right waist is slightly shortened, and it means my left thoracic spine here on the side is slightly shortened as well. So I need to, when I come to the side, so we're going to do side stretches. When I go over to the right, I need to think about lengthening here through the top bit of the left side. When I go to the other side, I'm thinking about opening, creating space here at my right waist. So I don't know if you can see the difference. So on this side, I'm not going as far over. I'm just thinking about stretching the arm a little bit more and opening through the left side of the chest. And then on the other side, I'm leaning over and creating that space a little bit more here into the waist. If you don't know your curve, you're just bending over to the side and really enjoy creating that space in the side of the rib cage. You might possibly feel that one side feels tighter than the other, so that's an indication of where you need to open a little bit more. So let's do this with the breath. Inhale, we're going to reach up. Exhale, taking the arm over. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Good, keep moving. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, take the arm over. Synchronizing your breath and your movement. And it's your breath that leads. It's not the movement. So we're almost making this a moving meditation. So once you don't have to think about the movement so much anymore, just keep flowing with the breath. Good. And then slowly release. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. And then let's finish with a little twist. So we're going to bring the left hand just somewhere behind you. Right hand onto the left thigh or the knee or wherever it falls naturally. Inhale, lengthening up. And then exhale, just very gently twisting yourself, looking over the left shoulder. Good. Slowly coming back to center. Other side, right hand behind you, left hand onto the thigh. Lengthen and then gently twisting yourself towards the right. Doesn't have to be a huge twist. Good. And slowly coming back to center. Good, so I hope you enjoyed this little practice today. Feel free to leave me any comments, let me know if there is anything particular you'd like me to cover in these videos. I take my inspiration from your questions, so feel free to let me know, and I'll see you very soon for the next video.